everyone, Michael here with hellocupcakeitsme, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is September 29th, just one day until we are officially in October. So, yeah. Oh, man. So, since I last checked in with you, last Saturday, I had a wedding reception to go to, and that was actually a lot of fun. And some people were like kind of making fun of me. Sorry, I literally just woke up, came out here, brushed my hair, and turned on the camera. So, um, anyways, some people were kind of making fun of me because when I pulled in, I opened up my car and I pulled out a chair and I was bringing it with me. They're like, "Do you always travel with your own chair?" And I said, "Actually, yeah, I do, because whenever I go to functions, I never know if there's going to be a chair for me to sit in, or like if, whatever. Like, I take it to the lake, I take it to basically anywhere that I go. There's always a folding chair in the back of my car." They're like, "Oh, well, I guess that is a pretty cool idea." I'm like, "Yeah, don't come for me. No, don't come for me." So, anyways, yeah, it was just really beautiful. Sorry, really beautiful and really, well put together. My friend put everything together for, I think, less than $200, and there was enough to feed 60 people, I think, is what showed up throughout the day. It was nothing really like formal. Um, Literally just all friends and some family all family and some friends. So it was, like I said, it was nice. Got to see a part of their family that I haven't really met, and yeah, it was good. I got to sit there and talk to some of the older people that were there that I know and have made friends with over the years, and um, part of the family that was there was they're Filipino, so we had amazing homemade authentic lumpia, and I know I'm not saying this right, but babinka or babinka, something like that. Um, Basically, it is like a gelatinous Hawaiian Islander cornbread type of a thing. That's what it looks like, but when you bite into it, it's super rich and savory and buttery. Like, think of a brownie, but blonde and more jiggly. Um, Almost like a flan, if you know what flan is. Um, but yeah, so freaking good. And then barbecue chicken and deep fried chicken wings and fruit and vegetables and just you name it, it was there. They had fresh salmon spread with crackers. They had gone out and caught the salmon that day or the day prior to that and made up their own salmon dip. So it was like Pacific Northwest salmon. It was just so freaking amazingly good. Uh, so yeah, there was all that happened, and oh, what else? I stayed out in the elements like a little too long on last Saturday. Um, I was outside until like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, talking to a couple of the kids that were there. Sorry, I was doing that, like, "Come here, gather round, children, gather round." Um, just imparting like things that I wish that an adult had told me at the time when I was that age. And just trying to help. There's this one child there that has kind of a similar upbringing as what I went through with my biological mother, and just never knowing what's going to happen, never knowing what you're coming home to, if you have a home to come home to, um, and things like that. And mother is always out kind of partying or whatever. Uh, my egg donor, she didn't really go and party, but she was always out at the casino. Like, around the first of the month, I never saw her. I'd come home from being at school all day and having to walk like 5 miles home, and there would be no food. And at the time, I didn't know how to cook, and so there'd be no food in the house, and they wouldn't bring me anything. And I would just get so pissed off and upset. I would call the casino and just be like, will you please page them? It got to the point where they knew my voice, and I got to know all of the people who operated this casino. And in hindsight, child services should have been called or whatever, but that's not how I was raised. I had thought about it a couple of times, and I probably should have went and lived with my father a lot sooner than what I did, but teenager, so whatever. So I understand where this kid is coming from, and I understand hurt, the pain, the disappointment, the bullying that's happening at school, all of that. So we just sat down and we talked for a little while, and I told them about my experiences, how I handled it, and used some metaphors to like kind of help ease things and whatever else. And I said, at one point I said, I know you're probably not going to understand most of what I'm saying right now, or you're not going to be able to properly comprehend what is being said right now, but just try to remember that you are God amongst insects, and that just because you were born and raised up in a certain sort of way doesn't mean that you have to stay in that. You can do so much better for yourself, and you have the potential to do better for yourself. And so that's kind of how we left things. And so I went back over there the next morning to drop some stuff off, and the kid was still there. They had spent the night, and they said, "Hey, Michael, thanks for the talk last night. It's been really helpful. I've been thinking about it all night long." And I'm like, "Okay, well, just remember that." So I feel all old and sagely, like, "Yes, children, it's okay, or a whippersnapper. I'll pat you on the head, feed you from the hand." So, um, and I did use a little bit of my peer counseling skills, where you listen, you offer a story, you provide a story, and inspire hope, and move on from there. So, um, yay for 3.5 weeks worth of schooling and 4 days of testing. Well, it was 2 days of testing, but still felt like 4 days. So yeah, um, that was all that. Then Sunday, I went and hung out with my sister, and we went and did a little bit of shopping. Had to go pick up some cat food. Um, my Miss Bella has decided that she doesn't want to eat any kind of cat food now, and I went and I, just for shits and giggles, picked up some Fancy Feast, and I got like what was it, 10 or 12 of those, and brought them home and gave it to her, and she went absolutely ape shit crazy over them. So now Miss Ma'am thinks that she's all bougie and only has the fancy feast. So I picked up a case of Fancy Feast and got some poop sand, and so yeah. She's got 13 different types of food in that kitchen right now that it pisses me off that she only eats one of them. But whatever, at least she's eating. She's like fucking skin and bones right now, and she's so light I can't even feel her jump up on the bed. Like before, she weighed probably a good 15 to 20 pounds, and now if she weighs 5 pounds, I would be like surprised. Like, she's not emaciated, she's just lost a lot of weight, and she's still really active and gets up and runs around and plays. And the other thing I gotta remember too is that she is a senior citizen now. She's like 14, 15 years old, and showing signs of slowing down, and she did have those seizures a while back ago, and she's had a couple of seizures recently. Um, so, I know she's getting old, and I gotta, like, steady myself for the inevitable. I still would love to be able to get another cat somewhere in the, like, 6 month to a year range, and, give her someone to kind of hang out with and play with, and like teach it her ways. And um, I know that the cat will never ever be a replacement for her, and I don't want it to be a replacement. So yeah, just something that I've been thinking about, and I'm gonna stop because I'm on the verge of like crying now, and I don't want to break down on camera, and it's too early in the freaking morning for me to sit here and be like, because um, it's really dark, overcast, and there's a wind advisory for today. And so when we get a severe wind advisory, that means that chances are our power is going to go out, the internet's going to go out, and we're going to have winds of up to like 70 something miles an hour, because fall came and she's here and she's pissed off that she had to come back to work. So yeah. Um. Anyways, uh, yeah, that pretty much covers everything. Monday, I have to take my car into the repair shop, get the front struts replaced. I was able to secure funding to have that done. And then the next thing that I have to do is I have to get tires. And I think I'm going to go through Walmart to get those done, because they said that it would be like less than $400. I think they quoted me $350 for all four, and then they like balance and do all the things. I was like, okay, cool. Let's go ahead with that. Um, but that's probably not going to be until after the first of the year, because Christmas. Oh yeah, and I got to start doing Christmas shopping for people. I usually have like a little stockpile of stuff for people, um, but I just don't this year. One of the things that people are going to be getting, and they kind of already know this, is I'm doing candles again this year, and I'm going to be doing some handmade or some other candles that have pictures and stuff on them, and yeah. So every year, it's a tradition in our family that you do um, one handmade item, and then you do um, like one store bought item. So that's going to be my handmade item. Is this Some years we do a handmade, a repurposed, and a store-bought item, and then but we always do like handmade, something that you need, something that you want, and something educational, at least somewhere in that mix. Or at least we did that with my niece when she was still young. Um, well, yeah, what's going on with that? So, today I am planning on here in a few minutes. Well, after I'm done with the video here, I'm going to hop in the shower, and then I need to go to the store, grab some water, pick up some fixins for tonight's dinner, and then I'm gonna come home and work on some candles and make it. So, anyways, guys, if you watched this far, thank you so much. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do a giveaway here really soon for one of my candles. And I gotta think that over. It's probably going to happen in October if I do. So with the Saturday video, I should have a little bit more of an idea of what's going to take place and transpire. So, anyways, I will talk to you all later. Go check out the blog hellocupcakeitsme.com. If you need to send me an email, it's hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. Follow me on all the social medias, links in the description down below. And if you have any questions, comment sections, put them down below, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.